All right, so real quick here, we got this here Gerard Darel blade sign. So right off the bat, right off the jump, you guys can probably see that it's, something you've already made before. And it basically is, it's this collar though that meets the wall. It's kind of funky how it gets kind of skinny before it gets to the actual blade sign itself. So I just wanted to go over the order of operations because as they say in the industry, it's hella fiddly. It's got all these little parts and stuff. So I just want to go over that to make sure you guys are clear. Otherwise, this shouldn't be that big of a deal. So, well, let's get after it. So we got the lay of the land. So again, look for these little pieces. You're gonna have these little end caps. You've got yourself these guys here, just these two little pieces. So don't lose those. Make sure you get all that. You've got the actual blade parts for that. You got your jigs and you got your two faces. The faces don't have any holes in it or anything because it's going to be lasered out. And then you're going to have your aluminum mount plate. This should look familiar to ones you've made before. So letters are going to go to laser, and then you'll have like that craft board template material lasered out. And then this is getting shipped out, so let's make sure all this goes. But we also have that pattern. So anyway, like I say, for as far as like let's say the bracket, you've got the dog bones, and then I went ahead and took these down to 1/8 inch down island fill. That way the screw only has to go through 1/8. But you have your 1/6/5s, and you're just going to burn that to that. But this guy here, because I usually give you guys like a little side gusset kind of thing, this one doesn't. So just make sure you're 90 and make sure it's welded up really well, because it's just got this sort of flapping out there in the breeze to sort of support all of this. So just make sure that gets welded up good. And that's it. You're done there. So what I kind of wanted to point out was this bracket system. So you're going to have the part that meets the wall. Just bend that up C-channel and then tack in, the end pieces there. Cool. And then you're going to bend up these little fiddly bits, and it's going to make this tiny little frame. It's only a 1/2 inch wide or a 1/2 inch flange, so it is going to be kind of and then the idea though is see where these notches are. This needs to get notched out to match this, because this notch allows this whole thing to slide over the bar. So I have it here where, you're essentially going to be kind of coming up and over the bar here. And you can see where the hole here is where the magenta, in between the magenta, matches the hole for this to go through. So in order for this to get all seated on there properly, and to clear that, you have to have that big notch. Problem is that notches these flanges here almost completely. So I went ahead and left them whole so you can bend them up without any fuss. And then basically at the beginning of this notch to this notch, you'll see where it has to be kind of carved out almost to the flange there. So it's about 1/16 away. So this is where I was pointing this out. So what you're going to do is get this bent up, get this welded, get these bent up. Now, it also occurred to me that maybe before you weld or before you rivet this together, maybe you can take this C-channel, once it's all said and done, over to the, once you get it bent, take it over to the bandsaw, and you might be able to carve these out almost, like I say, it's about a 1/16 from the flange. You might be able to carve that out with the bandsaw, or go ahead and rivet this together, but you'll see where that overlap needs to be carved out. So at that point, once you get this all riveted together, you can either actually get in there with your duck saw, or just, take a drill 1/4 inch bit and try to compromise it and kind of carve it out. So however you think, but essentially you need to get it opened up to that much once you get this all assembled. So that's just the order of operations. Get that bent, get this attached to that, get this carved out so it's cleared so it can slide on and off. Then go ahead and just make this frame, weld it up. Here's your jigs. W stands for wall. Obviously, this is the wall side. F is for the front. So make sure your F's and your W's match up. And then go ahead and tack this together. And then while this is still open, you're actually going to rivet from this side. Just rivet this whole operation once it's all together and cleared. Then you can go ahead and rivet it to this, and that's it. So this will just be like a little decorative thing that sits on top, sits onto this. And that'll be the little guy there. So that's how that'll go. And then once you have that, then you're good to go here. Like I said, these are all symmetrical. There's no front, back, side to side, all that, because these are going to get lasered, and then final assembly after paint, somebody's going to have the lucky, you know, it's in order to just put these in the corner there. That'll be fun for them. So, and that's it. And then it gets shipped. So again, pretty simple. Just wanted to point that out. Watch out for the fiddly. Don't lose the parts. We're good to go. Other than that, you know, good luck. We're all counting on you. If you have any questions, hit me up.